Hi everyone, David here, and I'm here making a tactical decision video using Advanced Squad Leader as the module, or the medium, I guess. And this is inspired by a video I saw earlier today. I've amended it slightly, and I'm not here to talk about the mechanics of the game, because if you want to see the mechanics of the game, I will link to the original video. Here I'm talking about the tactical decision only. Let's look at the situation. The Germans are defending with 3 squads, and on the left they also have a leader and a light machine gun. Coming at them from across the street is a human wave. Each hex has 3 6 to 8 elite squads. And over here in F4, right there, is a 10-2 with the 3 squads. So we'll talk about the decision and how to shoot for defensive first fire. There are many ways to do this, but the one lesson that I learned long ago playing the original squad leader is that when faced with several shots, all of which have a negative DRM, take as many shots as possible. So in this case, there are 4 targets hexes, and we have a possibility of up to 4 shootings. However, remember that your Germans can have spray fire, and that's what I'm going to advocate here. So I'll start with the right and go over to the left and look at the target hexes. Each of the 4 target hexes, 1, 2, 3, and 3 hexes, they can all be shot at by all 3 German units. This one here on the far left gives a little bit of a problem because only this guy can shoot him. All right, the other 3, how to deal with them. I'm going to recommend spray fire, and we'll start on the far right and we'll go to the left. Remembering that spray fire is halved, and remember that point blank fire is doubled. Therefore, on this hex and this hex is a firepower 4, DRM -2 for first fire non-assault movement and first fire moving in the open. Ooh. Terrible roll. An 11 breaks down to a 9, which is no effect. There is, however, residual placed in each of the hexes, and the first fire marker will be marked. I will do that now. Although the results were no effect, imagine if they had grouped his fire with the adjacent unit. In this case, it could have been catastrophic. The middle unit now is going to fire at the adjacent hex in G5 and the hex 2 hexes away in H4. They are both within 3 hexes, and they are adjacent to each other. There will be firepower 4 in the adjacent hex and firepower 2 in the hex 2 away. It is a single roll, and it is done simultaneously. This time I rolled a 4, a much better result, and in each hex the 4 comes down to a 2. The adjacent hex, the result is K/2, and the 1 over is K/1. Remembering that means 1 unit will suffer a casualty reduction, and the survivors will each get a 2 penalty of a morale check. I will now roll for the results. Before rolling for the results, what I'm showing here are for the survivors from the adjacent hex and the survivors from the hex 2 over. As a reminder, these guys are a K/1. They have a +1 morale check. These guys are a K/2. It's a +2 morale check. Noting that human wave participants have a +1 already to the morale level, net result is a +1 morale check to them, a normal morale check for them, and pins are NA for human wave. I will now make the rolls. The results are in, and they are mixed. In the adjacent hex in G5 with the +2 morale check, a full squad and the half squad broke, and 1 full squad remained in the human wave. In the other hex, all participants survived the morale checks. I will now mark G6 with first fire. Although the results weren't 100% in favor of the Germans, by taking 2 separate rolls, they were able to even out the odds and get a good result that cut back significantly the number of Soviets that will be facing them. The last one, as this stack here, and he's going to do the exact same. He's going to split his fire evenly between the 2 surviving, or the 2 remaining hexes. Remembering you have and then double, in effect, each one will be a firepower 6 with a net DRM -3. What will happen here is a -3 is because the -1 for the leader, -1 first fire non-assault movement, and -1 for the first fire moving in the open. It is a devastating roll. It is a 4, drops down to a 1 on the 6 column. And before you check, a 1 on the 6 column is a 2 KIA. I will now lay them out for the results. The hexes are laid out. Here's the hex at E5. There are 3 squads. It was a 2 KIA. What this means is that 3 of the squads will roll, and the top 2 dice that come for it, 1 die for each, will be killed in action, and the remainder will be will be broken. The reason why I rolled, even though they're all identical, is if we come up with a tie, then they could all go. I will make the roll. Doesn't matter which die was which, but it's a 6-4-2, which means 2 squads die and the third one is broken. I'll take 2 away and flip 1 over, and it is broken. Now it's more important for the next hex, because now we see that there are 4 squads, one of which is their vaunted leader. So I'll roll 4 dice. The red will represent the leader, and the other 3 dice will represent the squads. The leader rolled a 6. Then for the squads, we have a 4, and bad news. 2 2s. That's a tie. That's a tie for third. So the K3 means 1, 2, 3, 4. 4 units are all killed. All that remains is to mark the 2 surviving hexes with the DRM, with a residual of 2. And we see this is the result. The human wave has been cut down more than half with the fire. Remember, if you had done 1 mass attack where the first roll was an 11, then you would not have gotten the results we saw here. Yes, some of the attackers have survived. They will come through. But in this case, by splitting the fire, they have given themselves better chances at a better result. I hope you enjoyed this video, and please comment below. Thank you.